What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a video in which I have never ever done before on the channel. I'm going to be giving you guys a full walkthrough of my fully built 2006 Mini Cooper S. So if you are new here and you do not know who I am, my name is Zane Campbell, owner of ZCompany Racing. I am a race car driver, I'm an entrepreneur, and I also do freelance on the side. On this channel, we do everything business and we do everything cars. So if that sounds like something that you would be interested in, be sure to smash that subscribe button, ding that notification bell so you get notified every single time that I upload. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit of background on this car if you do not know. I bought this car about 2 years ago with every intention of it being my daily. It was, for about 6 months. And the mods kept piling on, and piling on, and piling on. And eventually I bought myself a truck, and then I bought myself another car, and then I bought myself another car. And this turned into the full-time race car. So, this thing is fully built for a racetrack. It is not for looks. It doesn't look pretty. It's got dents, it's got scratches. Some dude in the Miata hit me on the rear at Road Atlanta. Everything on this car is not to look good. It is built, purpose-built for the track. So that's the first thing. The other thing is now currently, if you also don't know my story, I lost over $100,000 last year in my racing business, and I am suffering the repercussions of that right now. So I had to sell my truck. Well, I sold my truck last year to buy a brand new truck this year, only to get hit with tax season, then not be able to buy a new truck. So I don't have my truck, I don't have my motorcycle. I sold my other car for that car right there, the 91 GSX, which I'll get back to that, or we'll get to that in a little bit. And I also sold my other car after that. So currently, this is my only running car, and this is my daily. So it's a daily slash purpose-built race car, and may I say, it is absolutely god-awful on the streets. It's not fun. I break parts all the time because they're not meant for the road, but either way, what can you do? That's this. Okay, so now for the official mods list. Guys, there are a lot of parts here. I probably didn't get everything. I'm sure that I missed some stuff, okay? But I've got it all on my phone of everything that I can at least remember or have receipts for, or that I have in a prior video to what's done to this car, okay? So, we're gonna start off with the interior. The interior is pretty basic, but it does look cool. So we have a Sparco racing wheel with a Sparco wheel hub. It's red, it looks cool. Obviously, as you guys can see, the entire interior of the car, dash, wheel, is all completely sticker bombed. Now, kind of goes a little bit back because I also have a full rear back seat delete. Now, this car last year was supposed to get a roll cage in it. I had to postpone the roll cage because the day that I was going to get the cage, I ended up having to go to Virginia for a race. So I never did get the cage. The dash is not supposed to be in anymore. So eventually, once they get to the roll cage, the dash will obviously come out. The rear seat is already gone. So that's the current situation with the roll cage. Now the seats, I am back to stock seats. I have bought 2 sets of seats. I bought a set of Sparco seats and I bought a set of Pro Seat race seats. Both seats don't fit in the car with me. So I'm about 6'1", and with the seats in and mounted all the way to the floor with a helmet on, I could not fit in the car. So I'm currently running stock seats. I cannot seem to find seats that fit the car and fit me. Obviously, without a helmet, I fit fine, but when you had a helmet, I don't fit. So I'm still trying to find seats. If you know, or if you know of somebody who owns a Mini who has race seats and they fit in it with a decent size amount of headroom, please let me know down in the comments below so I can get those, so those can go in, because I really need race seats. It's very, 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 very sketchy not having race seats with no airbags because, yeah, do I really need to say more? Okay, with that, that is literally all we have in the interior. Like I said, pretty basic, but it looks cool. Okay, so now for the exterior and suspension, things of the such like that. These are not in any particular order at all throughout this entire video, so there's no order to this. We have, I can never pronounce this. If I pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry. I think it's Ebach, I can never say it. Yeah. We have those Pro Alignment camber arms, both in the front and rear. We have Moog control arms. We have Megan Racing bushings. We have Megan Racing sway bars. We have a Megan Racing subframe support. We have a Cognito Motorsport leaf springs. FabTech steering stabilizer. We have one of my sponsors, shout out to Raceland Coils. Absolutely love Raceland. If you guys want a good set of coils, whether for the street, buy the Raceland Streets, or if you want a good set for the track, buy the Raceland Race. I am currently running the Raceland coilovers for the specific tracks. They're fully adjustable, so I can change them depending on track. That's what I mean by that. I have ECS tuning 1-inch spacers in the front. I have Hart brakes, fully drilled slotted rotors, and ceramic race pads. I have stock tires currently. When I say stock, I typically run Falken Azenia race tires. However, I was sponsored by them last year. This year I'm currently not sponsored by them. And since this is daily right now and not on the track currently, I'm just running regular stock tires, so nothing crazy there. The wheels, if you guys have seen this car maybe about 6-7 months ago, school bus. About 6-7 months ago, I had some aftermarket wheels on the car. However, they were terrible for the track, and the reason I say that is because they were getting destroyed. Anytime I'd hit the track, it gets scratched. It was a mess, and for expensive wheels, I did not want to deal with that, so I got rid of them. So I currently run the stock wheels that came with the car. They are painted gold because I think the gold looks a whole heck of a lot better than the alloy did when I got it. So they are painted gold. They're all scratched up and destroyed, but like I said, it's a race car. It's not meant to look pretty. Continuing on, the tow hooks on the car are Mod Mini tow hooks. I have Spider headlights, which that was one of the first mods I did to the car. I don't recommend them. They're not very bright at all. Thank God I don't race at nighttime because I wouldn't be able to see anything. 99% of the time, I'm running with my high beams because I can't see, and my fog lights also save me too, but I wouldn't recommend them. And obviously the car is custom wrapped, a Hoonigan wrap on it with a mini Hoonigan is what I want to say, and that was actually done by a neighbor. So not for sale when it comes to selling any type of vinyl for this car. Okay, and last but the most fun and also the most expensive, the engine and the transmission side of things. We are currently running an AFE Performance Air Intake. Shout out to AFE. I'm not sponsored by them this year, but last year I was. AFE, thank you for your sponsorship. I appreciate it. Current sponsor of Edelbrock Performance. I'm running their throttle body. I'm currently running the Sprintex Series S5 210 Supercharger and Reduced Pulley. Another sponsor, Earl's Performance. I am running the Earl's Performance Fuel Pump, the Earl's Performance Fuel Billet and Fuel Filter, the Earl's Performance Hoses, and the VR Series Fuel Pressure Regulator. Another sponsor, HKS, is currently, I am running their HKS oil cooler, the HKS camshaft, and the HKS sprocket. Also, I am running JE pistons. As I said, this motor is fully built, so it's got a lot of mismatched parts into it, but it works. Running a stock transmission, however, I am running a Stage 3 Action Clutch. I highly recommend highly recommend Action Clutch. I have now been running on this car for about 1.5 years, tons of track use on it, beat the living hell out of it, and it's still in literal perfect shape. I cannot say enough about Action Clutch. Highly recommend them. Little bit expensive. I think this was about $650, I want to say, but totally worth the money. Moving on down, we are also running an Action S108 flywheel, an HKS FCON V-Pro conversion harness for the ECU. We are running an M7 speed thermostat. We are running a GMB water pump. We are running a Greddy F-Spec intercooler, and we are running a Maniac Motorsports ECU and harness. Maniac does all of my engine harness, all of my tunes, and I really appreciate it, so thank you so much for all the support. And I do want to make note, if you are new here, this is not the only car on the channel. Behind me is my 1991 Mitsubishi Eclipse Gsx, and if you don't know the story behind this, well, the whole thing is currently getting rebuilt. It's not going to be as extensive as the Mini, as that is the race car. This is going to be the new daily. However, Some work still needs to go into it. I've already got about $2 grand into it and still probably needs another 2 to 3. Currently literally rebuilding this thing from the ground up. I'm talking suspension, I'm talking motor, I'm talking everything on this car, tranny, clutch, everything. The whole thing's getting done. So about 50% through this build, still a little bit of ways to go, but this is the other car on the channel. If you're not aware, now you know. Plenty more to come with this. We will be doing track days in this car. Although it is a daily, this will be a very fun autocross car, so we definitely will be doing that. If that sounds like something you're interested in, then definitely be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Alright guys, and with that being said, I am officially signing off for today's video. If you guys liked what you saw on the car and you want to see this car on the track, you want to see us continue to build the Eclipse, you want to see me tow this car all across the country, you want to see motorcycle stuff, you want to see vlog stuff, you want to see business stuff, then definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button. As I said, ding that notification bell so you get notified every time that I upload. Other than that, I'm out. Peace out. And remember, you create your own story. Running, running, running.